Hey, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Alright. Back at it. Spirit is on me. You know. And it's a beautiful time, man. Hey, facing the east towards Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children maintaining themselves in this truth. Shalawam to you, brothers and sisters. All right, there. Out there, man, maintaining yourself. All right, to the best of your ability. Not being over-righteous, not being thinking that the law is going to save you and all of that. All right. 1 second, man. I got to tell these kids to keep it down. Hey, keep it down, y'all. Okay, sorry. Oh, man. No. I made their night by letting them stay up to 11. But they getting a little too it does, hey, that's pertaining to the lesson, man. We got what? We got grace. But don't use your grace as a moment to do sin. Don't use your grace just because you can repent, right? You can't continuously repent for something. If you continuously mess it up, man, it's not true repentance, you know? So, all right, let's get into this. So, first and foremost, man, we come in the names of Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. All right, Yahawah is the Father's true name. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning to be, to exist. And then Bahashem, Ba meaning in, Ha meaning the, Sham meaning name. All right, which is one of Noah's sons, who the name was preserved. Right, he was actually named name. And the name of Yahawah was preserved through Sham, through that lineage. Because later on through that lineage, you would come Eber or Ibar that would be able to preserve the Hebrew language, Lashawan Kadash, the holy tongue, the holy language, right? And later on, one of his, lineages of his lineage was Abraham. And then you would eventually get Isaac and then Jacob, right? So the name would be preserved through those men. And then coming down back to Moses, the name would be preserved, right? So, hey, we are of that lineage, man. Shemitic, okay? S-H-E-M, Shemitic. Not Semitic, but Shemitic, all right? So it's very important because Esau, anything they can twist and turn, they will. All right, they'll tell you a snake is a rabbit if they could, if they can get away with it. They told you that bunnies lay eggs, right? Come on now. Esau will tell you anything that they can to get you off track, to get you off the path, the correct path. All right? So the title of this one is C-Hip Talk. And I want to go to my YouTube real quick. Shalawam to the brother Otis. I think it's Otis Yasharahla. I got that brother as a friend on here. And he had posted this. I took it and reposted it on my YouTube. And I just want to play it real quick. I'm going to turn the camera around. And let's get to it.
Excuse me, is there a problem?
This zone's for blue tier only. You're green. Green can only travel in a 2-mile radius.
What? This was a green zone just last week.
For everyone's safety, it is now blue. Boost your credit score to blue tier with the installation of a wellness tracker and gain access to all zones.
We're happy as we are.
Please make your way back to your designated zone.
Activate rapid point deduction for loitering. Head by now or suffer further credit penalty.
Hey, now you know what's going on, right?
Excuse me.
That man quickly got that -10 on his credit score. And this is a social credit score, all right? So this is something that the WEF, all right, the World Economic Forum, has been devising, has been planning for a long time, Okay, a social credit score. And I'm gonna read this. You can look this up on Google real quick. A social credit score is a rating that assesses an individual's or business's trustworthiness. All right. The People's Republic of China government uses a social credit system to track and evaluate citizens and businesses. So, Jake, don't come out of your mouth talking about that'll never happen. That's just fiction. That's just in a show. That's just in TV. That's just, no, it's not going to happen, right? It's definitely going to happen. It's already happening. In China, this is already used. I've seen it in certain videos where they have to go and they have to scan themselves and their social credit system will pop up. And depending on their social credit system, they'll be allotted if they can actually access an area. As you see in here, he said this area used to be blue tier, right? Green tier, Salakia, but it's now blue tier. So only green tier could travel 2 miles. But now it's a blue tier area, so he can't enter it. Your social credit system, right? Your social credit score is not enough. Now, how do you improve that social credit score? By worshiping the image of the beast. Okay? Let's go to Revelations, the 13th chapter. All right? And this is CHIP talk, because all of this is going to be tracked via that RFID. Okay, that RFID CHIP that they want to put in every single brother, man. Exactly, bro. Let's pin that. Boost it with a wellness tracker, he said. Right? So that's like Jake getting the magazine and then you want to get the booster. You want to boost your credit score by you getting the booster. How many boosters you have? Well, I got like 5 boosters. You ain't no Akaman. You got 5 boosters? Yeah, you just a good old slave. That's how Jake gonna be. Cause they wanna appeal to Satan. Okay? Yeah, don't accept any of it. Exactly. Even your average American can understand not to accept any of this wicked technology that they're putting. Because what are they trying to do? They're trying to make people, it's called transhumanism. They're trying to make you half man, half robot. Now, man, matter of fact, I'm gonna just get my phone because the light is not good in here. All right. But matter of fact, while we still on it, let's read a little bit more on it. How it works. The government collects data from financial records, government records, online credit platforms, and other sources. In America, what is one of those sources? Social media. Okay? And on my social credit score, what would it say? How many times they done... I've actually had this account banned. And my other account have been banned before. And I had to appeal to even get my accounts back. Right? So that would say on my social credit score that he has been banned for speaking his mind, basically, for saying what he's saying, for standing on a certain doctrine. Right? And then several times I done got reported, and then I won't be able to go live for a week. That's happened on both of my accounts. So that would register in my social credit score. All that would be tracked. That data would be tracked. What is social media for? Facebook has been known to be used by the feds, CIA, FBI, DEA, right? This is how they catch a lot of, DRUG traffickers, okay? They use these websites, these social media systems, all right? Your records are not private, man. Once you sign, once you register and all of that, it's public, all right? Just because you delete it, Jake, don't mean it goes away. No, the feds can tap into that. They can be like, we saw you post that you wanted to hurt so-and-so at this time, but you deleted it. But we saw it. Okay? Then boom, you caught up. They use it in court. Okay? Look, Jake, that's why you got to be very careful to what you say. Just with Yahawah, Yahawashi, every idle word shall be judged. With Esau, okay? He's trying to be Yahawah, Yahawashi. So every idle word is judged. Every video, every status, all right? Everything that you posting, man, they tracking it, all right? They knocked on people's doors for social media posts. Exactly. We seen that on the TikTok, where they actually pull up on you for what you said on the internet, right? Because they deemed you a threat. Okay, keeping it going. The data is analyzed to calculate a social credit score for each individual, business, and government entity. Scores range from 350 to 950. This is in China. This is what's going on right now in China. And it's going to be transitioned over to America, over to Russia, over to Canada, over to Mexico, over to Singapore, all right? Whatever major city that is endorsing the B system. This is what you would know as the B system. Social credit score, this is the B system. It's how they will track you, every single American. It don't matter if you believe in this truth or not. I mean, if you, regardless, you're going to be subject to this, all right? So it's better for you to believe in Yahawah, Shem, Yahawashi, because that's your only protection, to believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? If you're not under that, then you just gonna get handled, man. You just gonna get handled like a little kid, okay? Going more into this, what it affects, and then we're gonna get the scriptures after this. What it affects: access to social benefits like loans, travel, and public housing, eligibility for government jobs, access to private schools, tax breaks, work promotions, public transportation fares. What it's based on: financial credit worthiness. Just while we was trying to get this house, what we had to do, me and my wife had to do, we had to build up our credit, right? Just for them to approve us of even getting a house, when financially we had the jobs, we could pay the bills. I could pay the bills, I could pay the mortgage every month, right? But I still had to build up my credit score, you know, and that's pointless. It's like, it's stupid. But it's for Esau to say that they trust you via your credit when you may have the money to pay for it, right? And that's the same thing with this social credit system. If brothers ever seen the movie Minority Report, they're going to basically deem you a threat before you even do anything, okay? Compliance with laws. Us going out there and speaking on the corners, they may say it's no compliance with laws, man. All right? All right? For this dude asking a question, we ain't even talking about that. Okay? We're talking about something totally different. You're so off topic. All right? Learn to use your ears, man. You got 2 ears, you got 2 eyes, you got 1 mouth. Listen more than you talk. Listen to actually what we're talking about right now on this lesson. We're talking about the social credit system. We're talking about CHIP. We're talking about the RFID CHIP. Okay? You just want to know, just wait to the end of the lesson. All right? This is not no, you just come and ask whatever you want to ask. If it was that, it would be in a Q&A. All right? It's not no Q&A. Okay? You barely joined the live. Okay. Well, listen to what's going on in the live. We're not talking about that. All right? So, also, it's socially desirable actions like paying taxes and purchasing Chinese products. Behaviors that are deemed dishonest or problematic, like committing crimes or making negative statements about the government. That will bring your social credit system down. So all the prophets, all the brothers that teach, if you got lessons on YouTube, your social credit system is damn near going to be a 0. Because you doing what? You speaking out against Esau, Edom. You speaking out against this evil empire, right? What's it intended to do? Make it easier for people and businesses to make informed business decisions. Enhance the amount of trust within Chinese society. Okay? And this is what will be brought to America. Now, with the fires, it's just been a fire that was set in Ventura County. That's so for anybody that don't know what's going on, all the so-called, the fires and all of that, they've been set on the coastal regions, right? Pacific Palisades, right? Malibu area, okay? West Hollywood, areas that's closer to the beach. And then some areas inward as well, But a lot of those areas that burn down completely is like the coastal areas, all right? Areas that a lot of Edomites dwell in, where rich houses was at, right? Well-to-do people. And that's why the scriptures talk about riches gained and basically riches gained, like, what is it, man? Basically, riches gained in unprofitable ways, it comes to naught. Okay, loosely quoting, it comes to naught. Because Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi know how you got that stuff, by lying, by cheating, by stealing, all right, by unaliving. That's how you got your riches. So in the eyes of Yahawah, you didn't earn it properly. So he's gonna what? He's gonna eventually take it away. Okay. So it's been another fire set in Ventura County, and that's also close to the beach. If brothers know anything about Cali, you know about Ventura Beach, okay, in that area. And I've actually been to that area. It's a well-to-do off area. It's a rich area. Ventura, Calabasas, right? These areas are rich ass areas. Now, I saw on the TikTok today that dude talking about we set the fires. That's basically what he said. And matter of fact, let's go get that on the YouTube, and then we're going to hit some scriptures. I think I posted it on my YouTube. This dude.
It's going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire.
You did what?
It's going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire.
He's saying that at a press conference when we started these fires. Okay? It's lagging. It's all good though. As long as you can hear me, it's all good. It don't matter if it's lagging. Alright? Okay? The fires were set by arsonists, not by the Lord of Israel though. Okay, sun chip. That's look, man, honestly, that's a dumb statement. Alright? We're gonna pin your statement. This is why you gotta calm down when you're talking. You said the fires were set by arsonists, not by the Lord of Israel, though. Okay, so the Lord just got everything going out here willy-nilly. He don't know what's going on. He's not doing everything. He's not running everything. He's not commanding for everything to be done. He don't got evil angels down here doing things. He's not controlling the sun rising, the moon, the stars. He's not controlling all of that. He's not controlling what man does. A man's goings is of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Whatever a man does is of Yahawah. Alright? He's the Lord. He's the Father of spirits. He can place a spirit on you to do whatever he needs you to do. His determination is to gather the nations. That's by him placing spirits. Having certain spirits do certain things. Okay? So don't think that the Father ain't ordaining everything that's going on. Matter of fact, we about to hit scriptures. Let's hit scriptures. All right? Because that's a foolish statement. You got to understand that Yahawah is in charge of everything that's going on. First and foremost, Isaiah, the 45th chapter, verse 5. I am Yahawah, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahawah, and there is none else. I form the light and cause and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahawah, do all these things. Okay? At the end of the day. All right? Once again, your new comment. It was an inside job. They did it for more gain to the richer Edomites, just like Hawaii. Okay, but who ordained it all? Who allowed it to happen? Who creates the light? Who creates darkness? Who creates good? Who creates evil? You are taking power away from Yahawah. You are saying that our Father ain't ordaining everything, like this ain't his script. These are known as scriptures. Okay? Do you understand what you're saying? Think about yourself. You acting like the clay is more important than the potter. You acting like the clay can actually form itself. No. Okay? You are not understanding. If it was from the Lord, the Edomites would be in calamity. No, you not understanding. The Lord raised up the Edomites to do what they do. He brought them out of the Caucasus Mountains He allowed the Renaissance to happen. He raised up the Edomites, man. The fuck is you talking about, dude? Alright? He raised up the Edomites. He put us in slavery. He put us in captivity because we broke the laws. Alright? And even for us to go down, he sowed the evil seed in Adam. Let's go get that. You talking about, I don't understand what you talk about. No, you don't understand the scriptures. Alright? Once again, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi does everything. He has it done. He has it done. 2nd Esdras, 4th chapter. And around, where is it at? 30. For the grain of evil seed. Now listen. Listen, son Chip. For the grain of, and that's your name. I'm sorry, brothers. That's his name. For the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart, the mind of Adam from the beginning. And how much ungodliness hath it brought up into this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come. So that seed was sown by Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi in Adam, for Adam to transgress the law, for Adam to go down. Okay? And that seed was first laid, it was first laid into Eve. By who? By Esau Edom, by the serpent, which is a man. Alright? Now who created them? Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, to do their purpose, to do what they were supposed to do. So anything that Esau does, they are doing their purpose. They are serving their purpose. This is why you unlearned dudes don't even need to be talking, man. Y'all coming up in here just talking that, but you don't even understand the scriptures, bro. You acting like the Father ain't controlling everything that's going on down here. Oh, yeah, you see, man, you see the white people rising up and they doing this and they doing, okay, the Lord got them doing that. He gave them the sword. He blessed them with energy weapons that can come down. He allowed them to create the atomic bomb, the nuclear bomb, the hydrogen bomb. He allowed these things to be created. Man, iron weapon. Brothers already know where I'm getting. And Salakia, I'm going to get y'all brothers precepts because I saw some. Iron weapon. Job 20 and 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Now, what is that? That's the ICBM missiles. Now, let's go get the he has created the smith, that the coals on the fire. All right. Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and have created the waster to destroy. Who is the waster? That's Esau Edom. The smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. That's talking about creating the ICBM missiles. That's talking about creating the weapon, the iron weapon. Do you see how the Father placed that idea in Esau's mind to create an atomic bomb? Okay, to create this weapon. And then, as we read in Job 20:24, he's going to use that weapon to destroy Esau. All right? He's destroying him with the weapon that he allowed him to create. Everybody's in the Father's trick bag, man. If you don't understand that Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi has a trick bag, then you really not learning these scriptures. You actually thinking that man is down here on their own fruition, doing whatever they want to do. You can't be serious. You really think that prophesies that prophesies the atomic bomb. All right, bro. Hey, you got it. How many followers you got? 263. Hey, go teach. You got it. I think you an Edomite anyway, so you wouldn't understand. Matter of fact, we get you up out of here. Hey, the water, brother Kakama, the water. Yeah, get that dude up out of here, man. You know, get him up out of here. Psalm 17 and 30, because he don't got it. Hey, the scriptures say, cast not your pearls among swine. He don't got it. As a matter of fact, I'm butchering that, so let's go get it. All right. Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. This is why you don't teach everybody. This is why you don't pray for everybody. You don't pray for everybody that you see, bro. You don't do that. All right? This person could be wicked as hell. You don't cast your pearls among swine. When you got the truth, you got to be, hey, we go out on the corner and we preach and everybody can see us. If they come and they want to listen, then okay, that's the Spirit bringing them to come and listen. If they don't want to listen, they don't want to listen. I'm not about to jump on you and force you. Hey, bro, you need to get this, man. You an Israelite. Don't you know? Don't you know? No, I don't like, I'm just, hey, do your thing. Do your thing. If the Spirit pulls you, then that's Yahawah pulling you, and you must be one of Yahawashis. Before you even can come to Yahawashi, Yahawah has to pull you, all right, at the end of the day. So if the Spirit ain't on you, it's not on you, all right? So we not about to cast our pearls among swine. So this sonship dude, he ain't got it. He ain't got it. Now the brother had a precept. Let's get that. Psalm 17 and 13. And you had a precept before. I'm trying to get them precepts, man. You know, at the water for any brother that posts precepts. Arise, O Lord, Yahawah, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Exactly, beautiful. So Esau is Yahawah's sword. You know, you could precept that with Romans, what is it? Romans the 13th chapter, right? Where you gotta, if Yahawah, let's go get it. The powers that be, all right? Romans 13:1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahawah. That cuts sonship right there. It cuts him right in the middle. It breaks his little chip into pieces. There is no power but of Yahawah. So anybody that's ruling over you, once again, in slavery, the slave masters, they were brought to rule over us. That's according to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Okay? They was made to rule over us. They were brought up out of we looking at the slave masters, these dudes are stupid. All right? Jake created everything. Jake created the cell phone, the stoplight, the refrigerator, the microwave, the toaster, whatever it be. Jake created all this. You think the YT man was smart enough to really rise up and take us over? When we had the Moors was ruling, that's Israelites. We was ruling Spain, Britain, you know, all of that. France, ruling all of that, right? You think that the YT man, a caveman, can rise up out of them caves and take us over like that? No, it was the power of the Lord. It was the power of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. I ain't even get to read that comment. I guess it was stupid. Man, I guess it was stupid. All right. Romans 13:2. Matter of fact, 1 again. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahawah. The powers that be are ordained of Yahawah. Ordained means to be appointed, to be, you know, raised up. He raised up Esau over us to humble our ass. Y'all was doing this, y'all was doing that, but y'all wasn't serving me. Because we was what? In Islam. We was in this and that, Hinduism, Buddhism. We was in all of this. We was ruling, you know, we was ruling this earth, man. But he what? Brought us low, made us low. Verse 2, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance, the order of Yahawah. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. You go out and you say you tired of it. You want to crash out. You want to go at Esau. You want to pick up a pew and start pewing it out with the cops, right? You're gonna get yourself took out. That's not the way. Our weapons are not carnal. You're gonna get yourself unalive, man. Dealt with, deleted. All right. You resisted the powers that are set over you. It's not that time, right? Yeah, you gotta have some hate in your heart toward your enemy. Most definitely we do, but we gotta carry ourselves in a calmly manner, harmless as doves, wise as serpents, in the den of wolves. All right? So we got to carry ourselves correctly. Verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works. As long as you're doing good works, you're good. But to the evil wilt thou then not be afraid of the power. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of power to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of power, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. And Yahawah can do that through many ways. He can do that through allowing the 2/3 to come and take you out. Let's say you out here beefing in the streets. He may allow that 2/3 brother or sister to take you out because you ain't carrying yourself correctly. You going out here doing bullshit. All right? Or you get stopped by the pigs, the cops, and he allowed them to take you out. He put a spirit on them to unalive you that day. Right? He got a weapon. It was just a brush. Right? He could put the spirit on that cop to take you out. You know, brothers ever saw the movie The Hate You Give? That was a good one. Right? All right? Judgment is not, what's the word? It's not by chance. It's not a coincidence. Judgment is always accurate 100%. Okay? If you were supposed to be judged that day, then Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi ordained for you to be judged that day. Okay? Lamentations 3:37. Let's go get that. You know, these dudes, these babies, because that dude is first of all, I think he was an Edomite, but also he's a baby. He has no understanding. Even on the Edomites level. Because Edomites they know that they know this is a left-hand side because they deal with the left-hand side. They make sacrifices. They do rituals. They drink blood. They sacrifice babies. All right? They sacrifice people. They do all these type of things, dealing with the left-hand side. They know that it's a power above them. All right? Lamentations 3:37. Who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass, when the Lord commandeth it not? None. Yeah, none. If you dealing with the left-hand side, guess what? Yahawah allows Satan to deal with you. Okay? He's allowing Satan to deal with you. Go read the book of Job. That's easy. He allows Satan to deal with you. He allows Satan to go and deal with Job and to do all of this to Job, but he told Satan, do not take his life. Don't touch his life. So no matter what, Satan can't go past that threshold. Scriptures say Esau is set up as in borders. They got a border that they can't cross. They are set up for an appointed time, right? So their kingdom has a border. It has a limit. Who can do that? Yahawah does that. He allows them to reach a certain limit. All right? Every empire is what? 250 years. He allowing them to reach that limit, and then he's going to snap of the fingers, Thanos, take them out, right? So don't ever take the glory from Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, man. Are you ignorant? Are you stupid? Don't ever take the glory from the Father or the Son, all right? Let's keep it going. Have any error perish, being innocent? Khan. That's what we talking about. Judgment, man. The spirit of vengeance. Hey, let's go get that real quick. And them scriptures was on my mind too. Okay, Sirach 39, I believe so, and 29, 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Spirits created for vengeance, right? By Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. So it's certain spirits that are created to take men out on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Okay? Michael the archangel. You think Michael is soft and cuddly and he ain't going to come down here and get the work? He's a right-handed angel. But he's going to get busy. Okay? He's going to get busy. All right? Any other angels can get busy if they want to. If you know what I mean. Okay? So understand that. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease. To appease is to appeal, is to do what you was commanded. All right? To appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made these spirits? Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Okay? All right? More specifically, Yahawashi. Because he created everything that's visible and invisible. All right? And through the power of Yahawah, he allowed the Son to go forth and create all of these spirits. Demonic spirits, left-handed spirits, right-handed spirits, principalities and high places. You know, all of this stuff was created by Yahawashi, right? And you got brothers out here talking about they don't want to worship Yahawashi. That's your king. That's who has your life in his hands. That's who is given the power of judgment, given the power of vengeance, wrath, all these type of things, man. You better bow down and worship the king, and the Father. All right. Verse 30. Slakia. Verse 29. Fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Who was talking about that? I was watching a live recently, last week, and brother was talking about famine, and basically doing famine. You don't got no food, your body start eating itself, and that's a painful process, where your stomach is basically your body is just eating itself till you suffer and you pass away from that, and that's one way to go that you do not want to go. But these are spirits created for vengeance. These things will be put on these people, right? But we will eat, know that. And as I was walking through the grocery store today, ain't no eggs. Ain't no eggs, man. It's like Slakia. It's an egg. First of all, they limiting how many eggs you can buy, okay, out here in California. And the shelves is looking empty. A lot of the shelves that I'm going through, I went to Stater Brothers trying to get some salmon, and they didn't have no salmon. All they had was some trout. They ain't had no salmon at all. I was like, yo, when y'all gonna get some? He like, we don't know. I'm like, damn, y'all always got salmon. He like, yeah, we don't got no more, bro. But Jake had a deep ass voice. Shit. He sounded like Barry White. Like, yeah, we don't got no more salmon, bro. I'm like, damn. So then what did I do? I went to Vallarta, the Mexican grocery store, and they had some salmon, so I got some salmon. But I'm going, and I'm like, the places I usually go, they running out of stuff, And what is that? What's that showing? That's foreshadowing famine. That's foreshadowing, all right? These things are coming. Scripture says, suddenly their storehouses shall be empty. You're going to be walking into Walmart, and you ain't going to be able to get whatever you was used to getting. It's not going to be convenient anymore. We approaching the day of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. That's a dark day. That's a day, boy. All this is going to happen in the day of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Teeth of wild beasts. Scriptures say the animals shall change their places, right? Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Esau is going to come down, all right? And like a flood, as the scriptures say. They're going to come in like a flood. Troops, you're going to look, it's going to be troops everywhere. You was like, what? What's up with this? They saying we can't go down the street. 15-minute cities. They saying I can't go over here. I can't go over here. I can't travel freely how I used to travel. Right? Back to the topic of the lesson. C-hip talk. You're going to have a C-hip in your right hand or your forehead even to be able to transverse the areas, man. To go to work. To go to the grocery store. To go to the hospital. Whatever you need to do. It ain't going to be no convenience. You ain't just going to be able to go to the movie theater no more. Okay? That's not happening no more, Jake. Wake up. All right? They shall rejoice in his commandment. Who? Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Whatever he commands them to do. They shall rejoice in his commandment. This talking about evil angels and righteous angels. Whatever spirits that he commands. So, at the end of the day, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi does all. Alright? He's ordaining. To give a commandment is to ordain. And they shall be ready upon earth when need is. Hey, the scriptures in Revelations talk about loose the 4 angels under the river Euphrates. This is talking about spirits created for vengeance. It ain't talking about no 4 giant angels, fallen angels under the ground. No, man. All right? Most of you people that read the scriptures don't have a spiritual eye. You don't truly understand the scriptures. All right? Spirits, angels, are in the celestial. They're in the spirit world. They are celestial. All right? You can't see them unless they want to be, unless they want to appear. How we see it in the scriptures. Raphael came down and dealt with Tobit. All right? I believe it was Gabriel came down and dealt with Daniel. Okay? So sometimes the angels will come down and deal. How the scriptures say we entertain angels unawares. So sometimes they may come and deal in human form. Right? But if they don't want to be seen, they don't have to be seen. As we teach, it's angels that encamp around of us, right? That protect, that help, that make sure ain't nothing gonna mess with us, right? So Understand. Spirits, man. Y'all read Ephesians 6 and 12 enough. Principalities, high places, right? You know, y'all read it enough. Believe it. You got to believe it. All right? Let's keep it going. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So no angel is going to go against what the Father commanded. Angels cannot rebel. Stop believing that Greek mythology. Angels cannot rebel. Never will, never have. It's no such thing as no celestial angels that fell from heaven. Who fell? The Israelites, the sons of God. Us. We fell. All right? That's why we in these chains of darkness. Okay? Now, back to the C-Hip talk. We're going to go to Revelations, the 13th chapter. And matter of fact, man, any precepts? So you saying don't crash out on the pigs. Exactly. Matthew 5 and 25. Matter of fact, let me address that real quick. Is that godly? Is that living peacefully with all men? That's not. That's not in the spirit. That's not showing fruits of the spirit. That's being haste. That's being a fool. Crashing out. That crash out spirit, that's a nigga spirit. You want to crash out. You let your emotions get to you so much, you feel like crashing out. You feel like risking it all. That's a nigga spirit. You's a nigga if you feel like that, man. We may get low and down and, hurt and things like that. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to pray. Do we truly have faith? Or we just want to do wrath? We want to be like Esau, right? No, you got to have faith. Once you get down on your luck, things happen to you, pray, fast. You should be doing that regardless, so you'll be ready for it. The house of mourning is where wisdom is. The house of myrrh is where foolishness is. It's better to go into the house of sorrow than to go into the house of feasting. Loosely quoting, man. All right? Man, I feel the spirit tonight. Hey, the water Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Matthew 5 and 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him. Agree. You get pulled over by the cops. Be cool. What mystical say? Don't worry about it. Be cool. Be cool. Don't worry about it. You got faith, right? You an Israelite, right? You trust in Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, right? Or you just saying that shit? If you just saying it, all right, I got you. You just be talking out the side of your neck. You don't really believe in the scriptures. You just be talking. You precepting here, left and right. But when it come time to use and apply the scriptures, you don't know how to do it because you don't truly believe in it. If that's you, then you need to examine yourself and you need to get your faith right. All right. Now, if you really believe in it, then what are you going to do? You're going to believe in it and you're going to apply the scriptures in your life constantly, daily. All right. Agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Esau could throw you into prison for whatever they want to do. They could plant something in your car. They could say you doing this. They could say you assaulted them. All right. Yeah, you might be able to beat the case eventually, but Esau could still arrest you and throw you in prison and have you sitting in the jail cell. All right. So we are in captivity, man. Okay? You don't be that one slave that thinking that you can rise up. Watch the movie Birth of a Nation, Nat Turner, right? It was a very good attempt, but at the end of the day, Esau gonna come down on you with drones, all right? You take out one of theirs, they gonna come at you with 300 of theirs. Y'all ain't heard about the dude that took out the officer in California and then they chased that man into the mountains? It don't matter. You got the military training and all that. Okay. Guess what? They got numbers. They got the equipment. They got the tanks. They got the cars. They got the armored vehicles. They got the bulletproof vests. They got all this type of stuff ready for your ass. Play with Esau if you want to. We got to wait on Yahawashi, not on our damn self. We don't preach of ourselves. We preach of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, man. All right? So ain't no crashing out, And that was a long answer. But that's what you needed to hear. All right, let's keep it going. It is better to die by the sword than famine. Exactly. It is. Give me an honorable death. I don't want to die by no damn famine. I don't want to freeze to death. I don't want none of that. I don't want to burn and no nukes. If you know, Revelations 19:10, let's get it. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant. Exactly. We don't worship the angels. We don't worship the angels. Every time brothers saw angels, they feared the angels because the angels are bringing what? Good news or bad news from the Heavenly Father. Okay? When David commanded for the what is it? Man, when you count people, dang. Oh man, a census. Hey, slip of the tongue. We commanded for the census to be done, and then they said not to do it. That was the spirit on David to do that. All right, Yahawah put a spirit on him. All right, and then what? What did he have to do? Eventually, he had to repent because the angel came down and slayed 70,000 real quick, just like that. Like, hey yo, this just a lunch break. Shoot, 70,000 gone, just like that. Right? Yahawah had to be like, yo, hold up, slow down, stop. Right? So you take out all of Israel. So just like that. But we still don't worship angels. Now, we still don't worship angels because who commanded that angel to do that? That's your pa, the water for that scripture, because that's feeding right into the lesson that I didn't even know I was going to teach. We supposed to be talking about the sea hip, and we over here talking about spirits created for vengeance, but that's the spirit. Right? So, Yahawah commanded that angel to do that. All right? And of thy brethren, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahawashi. Worship Yahawah, for the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? So he's letting you know not to worship him. And it actually happens again. Revelations, the 21st chapter, I believe. Let's go. Or it might be 22nd. Revelations 22nd chapter and 22 and 8. And I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel, which showed me these things. Then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book. Worship Yahawah b'Hashem Yahawashi. We do not worship angels. We worship Yahawah b'Hashem Yahawashi. All right? And to show that, to prove that, for anybody that got a problem with that, right? Let's go to Joshua, the 5th chapter. 5 and 13. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, art thou for us or for our adversaries? And he said, nay, but as captain of the hosts, the armies of Yahawah, am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship, and said unto him, what saith my Lord unto his servant? Now, as we're going to read the next scripture, you're going to see that he's not going to tell him not to worship, because you could say that's Michael. That's not Michael. All right? We don't supposed to worship Michael. We don't supposed to worship Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel. We don't supposed to worship them. They're angels. All right? They're archangels, yes, indeed, but they're not Yahawashi. We don't supposed to worship the angels. Now, you know this is Yahawashi because of this verse. And the captain of the Lord's army, Yahawah's army, said unto Joshua, loose thy shoe from off thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. It's holy ground. He worshipped the angel. That's Yahawashi. Yahawashi appeared many times, and they called him the angel of the Lord. But it's Yahawashi. All right? And if they worshipped him, it was fine, because that's Yahawashi. Now, if it was just a regular angel, you don't supposed to do that. And the angels are going to what? They're going to always move correctly, 100%. They're never going to go off. They're going to appease him that made them. So they're going to correct you, all right, if you do wrong. All right? Let's keep it going. You saying disagree. Or disagree then. You can get up out of here. Stars are angels. Time for peace, time for war. Yeah, I organize. I don't know what you talking about. Y'all can handle that. Do you know dream interpretation? Wait, this ain't that type of live. I ain't doing that right now. You know, the topic right now, if y'all can see, is C-hip, and then somehow we got on angels. All right, Zephaniah 3 and 8. Let's get that. And then man, I want to move back over to the C-hip because we need to talk about it. All right, that was my topic. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations. And what was we talking about yesterday and at camp is 2 gatherings going on right now. All right, you got all these armies assembling, about to gather into the valley of Yahawashi, Yahweh's judgment. All right, the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? So or Megiddo, or Hamagawan, Armageddon, all right, whatever you want to call it, they're going to be gathering over there in that area. So expect a draft. They already been talking about a draft. Women and men and women, okay? You women so independent, you going to get your chance to prove it. You want equality with a man, you're going to get your chance to prove it, sweetheart. All right? Take your ass over there and fight, okay? So they're getting gathered. Everybody's going to be gathered over there to fight. WW3, all right? And now also, people are being gathered into America, Babylon. For what? For judgment and salvation, okay? So that's what Yahweh was talking about. For my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, righteous judgment, even all my fierce anger. Ain't no kumbaya, ain't none of that. He's about to get down. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And we say that many times. It's not just going to be America that's hit with nukes. You're going to also have Russia that's going to get hit with nukes. China hit with nukes. Anybody that most likely sends a nuke out, they probably going to get some nukes sent back. Because America has what? Stations, bases all over the planet. So, yeah, you may take out Babylon. Yeah, but they got bases in Japan. They got bases in Romania. They got bases in Australia. They got bases in the Philippines. They got bases around Singapore, Africa. They got bases in South America, So they still can send nukes. And then they got submarines on the coast of these areas. They still going to be able to send ICBMs, all right? And Esau has that, if I can't have it, nobody can have it type of spirit. So they going to want to take everybody out with them because they know they're going out. And they going into their bunkers anyway. So what's their idea? I could just rebuild. Look at them doing all the fires. What did the dude say in the video? If I go get it again, he said, we're going to build it back up better and better than ever. So that's what they planning to do. They want to set everything to blaze and then build it up better than ever. And we ain't stupid. All right, but guess what? Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi is going to stop them when they get to fill their belly. John 5 and 23. Hitting the precepts off the board real quick. And then we're going to get back to C-Hip. That all men should honor the Son even as they honor the Father. That's self-explanatory. There ain't no way that you can confuse that. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father, which have sent him. You it's like you spitting on the messenger. The messenger was sent by the king, by Yahawah, right? And then that messenger has been raised up. He has been given all power. Okay? The only thing that he doesn't know is when he's coming back. But he gave you, he knows like an idea of what it's going to look like. Just from the prophecies, just from the spirit that has been given to him. He knows it's going to be famines, pestilence, all right? Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. Okay? The foes of a man shall be his own household. Yahawashi gave us so many hints of when he's going to come back. He can't tell you exactly because only Yahawah knows that. But he gave us so many hints of what it's going to look like. Earthquakes in diverse places. fire. He said if it already been set, if the fire already be set, you know. So, boy, man, Yahawashi was speaking, man. Yeah, ain't nobody spoke like him, you know. And we got a mind like Yahawashi, the water Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. So, hey, the water that we could even speak these words and come in this correct doctrine, man. All right. So yeah, I am to get it, to keep the C-HIP, to get it FDA approved, all of that. I think they holding back. Speaking as a man, I think they holding back because they want to build up the amounts that they can push out. Just how they, in that Congress bill, when they pushed it to keep the funds going, in that bill, they put in it to create a lot of magazines, more funding to go towards creating magazines. Because, you know, P-demic #2 is on the way. All right. So, yeah, the resources and the funding is there. Back in 2020, I think it was 2020 or 2022, you had the C-HIP Act. And I done went into that last year, you know, but that is very relevant because that set the groundwork for a lot of C-HIP, or we can call them semiconductors, because that's what it is. These C-HIPs that go in our phones, our refrigerators, our cars, whatever it be, all right? These semiconductors, it gave them over $50 billion to research and create and build it up, all right? So, you know, and then it's also Taiwan is the #1 C-HIP producer in the world. So China is heavily, they trying to take over Taiwan constantly. They ready to do it, you know. And once they do that, they'll be able to what? Produce more missiles, because what goes into ICBM missiles? C-HIPs, semiconductors. Every single ICBM missile will have a semiconductor in it, you know. So C-HIPs is very important for this NWO, which they trying to push. Because every side is trying to push it. China they got the social credit score system, how we talked about in the beginning. Russia want to do the same exact thing. America is on the same exact thing. All right? The UK is on the same exact thing. Sweden is damn near digital ID, you know? All right? So they on the same exact thing, man. All right? All these countries, man. Ain't nobody playing around. They may talk a good game, but they all trying to do the same shit. Yeah, Halalyam, Yahawah, Shem, Yahawashi. We even know this truth, and we can see it. We got the blueprint. We got the scripts. We got the understanding. We can peep their play. You know, if you got this understanding, you can peep the play, then you should be able to get out the way. You know, not to rhyme, but for real, you should be able to get out the way and stay out the way because you know what Esau is trying to do. So why would you stand here like a dummy and take the C-HIP? Why would you do that? The spirit has been told you that that's not it. And that's against the law as well. You're not supposed to inject yourself. All right? Come on, bro. You know, they don't need no approval. Exactly. Who controls the FDA? You know, that'll be another lie for another time to go into that. Who controls the FDA? Who? Look at who? WHO. All the stuff that they approved. These people are self-appointed. Look at the WEF. Who elected them? These motherfuckers don't need no approval from nobody. They just doing stuff. It's like whatever they say goes. If they want to do this, they can do that. Right? That's what Klaus Schwab, that's how he feels. Whatever I say, it goes. Like, old dry ass voice, man. That's what yeah, man. This is it. This is it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Zaddy East. Hey, Shalawam, Zaquan. Yeah, man. Whatever they want to do, they do. You know? Let's get that in Revelations, and then we'll hit a couple precepts on the C-HIP, and, you know, we'll get up out of here. All right? Esau come down with what? With great wrath. Okay? Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and of the and of the sea, for the devil, Esau Edom, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he's doing his best. He's hasting his kingdom. Why did the 2030 agenda go to 2025? Why the sudden change, Esau? If we got so long to live, if America is gonna exist for decades and centuries, and y'all going to Mars and y'all going to Jupiter and y'all going to Saturn, then why you change your 2030 agenda to 2025? It don't make no sense to me. If you got an everlasting kingdom, if your transhumanism, where if brother seen that show on Netflix where they got like the sleeves, you could basically take your whole memory out of your neck and put it in another sleeve and just continue to live. Dang, what is that shit called, man? It's a good little show though. I gotta get it. I gotta find it. You know, but basically that transhumanism where they wanna continue to live forever. Alright. Altered carbon. It got 2 seasons, you know, and it shows you what they plan on doing. Clones, alright, taking your entire consciousness, taking your brain, the data, your memories, all of that, and putting it on a C-hip and putting it in the back of your head. So if you perish, if you get took out, all they got to do is take it out. If you got enough money, they'll put it in another body and you'll continue to live. You'll just come back in another body. They got rich people on that show that clone themselves. So if they get took out, they just take it out and put it in another body, right? Esau shows you what they want to do already. They show you that in so many type of movies, man. Let's get that real quick. Their tongue. They shall fall over their tongue, basically. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, because we know they are liars. They keep putting out all these cyberpunk type movies, letting you know what they want to do, what their future is that they see. Not the future that's going to actually exist, but the future that they want to create. Okay? Yeah, exactly. The spirit goes back to Yahawah. So you're not going to be able to perish and then you go into another sleeve. Exactly. Right? They trying to play God. They trying to hold the spirit down here hostage. You know? And that's impossible. So even in that, right, they won't be able to fulfill their enterprise. All right? Let's get that. Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. That's a type of device. Trying to take your consciousness and put it in another body. That's a device. These crafty devices. The C-hip, the Neuralink, that's a device of the crafty, of the wicked. All this, man. The wiles of the devil, the strategy. The bunkers, that's a device. Having a bunker where that bunker can sustain you for over 10 years. You don't got to go out and get no sunlight or nothing like that. You can live down there. You got plants that continue to grow. You got UV lights, all of that. You stocked up, right? Yahawah Shem Yahawashi disappointeth the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, all right? If Esau had it their way, they would go live in these bunkers, nuke the entire planet, and then come out when it's okay to live. They got it set up. They got this bunker in Alaska. I was stumbling upon this one night, man. It had to be the spirit or something. But they got this bunker in Alaska that has every single seed on the planet. Like walnut seeds, orange tree, apple tree, every single seed on the planet that ever existed. Esau has collected every single seed and they stored it in Alaska in like a nuclear protected bunker. All right. So, matter of fact, let me see if I can go find that. This is a real thing. It's a real thing. Every seed on the planet stored in Alaska. It's called the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. It's in Norway, Slovakia. is the world's largest secure seed storage facility. It stores seeds from around the world, including many varieties of food crop. The vault is located in the Arctic Shalawam, I can't even say that, archipelago on the Norwegian island of Spitsbergen. And Alaska also has a program called Seeds of Success that stores seeds grown by Alaskans for Alaska. The Plant Material Center, PMC, in Palmer, Alaska cleans and stores the seeds basically to, in case of a nuclear destruction. All right? And I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's like this right here. It's like a bunker. And they go in there, and then they got all the seeds, lined up. And you could look it up on YouTube just to further. And that'll be a lesson to do, really. But the point being is that that's part of their enterprise. They got it set up where everybody perish, they're going to continue to live. They're just going to regrow. They're just going to redo everything. They're going to come up from the ashes. That's that phoenix complex. They love the phoenix. They're going to come up from the ashes and live again, right? So that's what they want to do. Now let's hit that Revelations 13 and 16 once again, but we got to show the video. I'm going to show the video one more time.
Excuse me, is there a problem?
This zone's for blue tier only. You're green. Green can only travel in a 2-mile radius.
What? This was a green zone just last week.
For everyone's safety, it is now blue. Boost your credit score to blue tier with the installation of a wellness tracker and gain access to all zones.
We're happy as we are.
Please make your way back to your designated zone.
Activate rapid point deduction for loitering. Head by now or suffer further credit penalties.
So once again, what is that? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, M-A-R-K, a charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, that's that C-hip. This is what they want to do to control you. And they're going to implement a social credit score system that if you get out of line, they easily deduct it. Okay? They can have it where, think of the scenarios where they can have it where you get your C-hip and it automatically comes with like 2,000 credits on it. All right, what you can spend, and you got to spend this in that month or it goes away. You don't get the, ain't no saving, ain't no stacking up, ain't none of that. Shalawam, ain't none of that. All right, so in that social credit score system, they're gonna be able to control your finances. That's absolute control, man. All right, it ain't gonna be none of that, man. Whatever they want to give you, you will get. What did Klaus Schwab say? You shall own nothing and be happy. When a man says that out of his mouth, bro, that's just straight diabolical. Verse 17, Revelations 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you don't get in line with this system, you ass out. You're not gonna be able to function in this system. And your social credit score system is gonna drop. You're gonna be like 0, negative, whatever, And I'm guessing in how it is in China, you got a low credit score system, you can't do nothing basically. You can't work, you an outlaw. And that's what we gonna be, outlaws, right? But who's gonna protect us? Who's gonna take care of us? Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. Hey, Shabbat Shalawam to everybody up in here. Shalawam, Shabbat Shalawam, all right? So it's okay with being we're going to be outlaws when the C-hip is mandatory, but guess what? We not outlaws to Yahawah, Shem, Yahawashi. We loved in his eyes. We are protected and we will be took care of in his eyes. Regardless what Esau Edom does with his wicked ass plans, with his enterprises, all right? At the end of the day, pilgrims upon the earth. Exactly. Brothers may have to move around, right? So with that being said, keep your Try to keep your health right, you know, where you can walk a couple miles. You know, you never know. Because if we can't buy ourselves, and think about it just in your mind, you ain't going to be able to get gas. You ain't going to be able to buy a plane ticket. They already talk about in May that you got to have a digital ID to fly. So if that's the case, you ain't going to be able to move around like that. All right? There ain't going to be no leaving Babylon. Okay? Don't even get that in your mind. Salvation is coming here for us. So have faith and just bunker down. Just hold yourself. Endure, endure, endure. Our faith has to be the strongest that it's ever been at this point in time where we are entering into the great tribulation, Jacob's trouble, man. You know? So going on to Revelations 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You know, and that's the brothers. That's the 144,000. All right, looking down, watching these clowns burn, man, for what they did. Right, watching the lake of fire. Okay, from that sea of glass. You're gonna be looking down from the chariots, looking at it all burn. Like, yeah. But we overcame. We got the victory over the beast. Matter of fact, let's get that, because that ties right directly into it. Revelations 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Now,
Happy as we are.
go back to this right here.
Please make all zones.
This dude was trying to stand on it.
We're happy as we are.
Please make your way back to your designated zone.
Activate rapid point deduction for loitering. Head by now or suffer further credit penalty.
Pew! You saw him hit that 10.
Your window.
Activate rapid point deduction for loitering. Head by now or suffer further credit penalty.
Or suffer further credit penalty. They hit the brother with the negative 10, man. Automatically. Alright? So, that's what they're going to be able to do. And that's how they'll be able to paint the prophets, the brothers that stand with Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. They'll be able to paint us as T threats, you know. They'll be able to paint us as threats to America, whatever it be. They'll be able to mark us and have us looking like just some straight criminals. Because on our social credit score, right, it's going to be low. It's going to be down. And I believe they'll implement this before the C-HIP even hit. This is going to be like because it's all coming in gradualism, all right? Digital ID. What's that thing they putting in the, that real ID that's in your driver's license? This is all coming in gradualism. They telling you that you need real ID to fly on the planes. The next thing will be digital ID. And then after that will be a C-HIP directly into you, all right? So gradualism. Esau always moves in gradualism. Look at how they did with the alphabet community, okay? In the 80s and the 70s, it was a mental illness. Around the 90s, they started accepting it, right? Around Obama, who passed it to make it legal, right? That's gradualism. Over decades, it all changed, right? And that's how Satan moves in. That's why we telling you, brothers, man, you can't be fucking around with sin, because sin is gradually going to step into your life, and before you know it, you're going to be back in the world. Because you gradually let that sin just come in. Oh, I could just do this, man. I could just do this a little bit. You know, I could do this a little bit. Boom, boom. Nah, it ain't like that. All right? You got to walk this straight and narrow path. Okay? So let's keep it going. Let's go. Let me see. That's about all I wanted to get. Pretty much. Well, nah. Matter of fact, 2nd Esdras 15th chapter. I ain't went over there in a long time. Dang, it feel like a long time. All right, because this ties directly into it with that. So he was in a blue zone. He thought it was a green zone, but it changed to a blue zone. And it said the green zone can only travel 2 miles. What is that? 15-minute cities. All right. Now a blue zone, you got a better credit score system. So you can travel farther. You can do more. You know, that's going to be the people that take the C-HIP. They're going to be able to do more. They're going to be able to exist in society for a temporary time period. All right. So 2nd Esdras 15 and 15. For the sword, now matter of fact, starting at 14. Woe, destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. And this is talking about the world, the kingdom of Esau, Edom, this wicked ass place. All right, those that you being compliant, you doing all of this, you doing the holidays, you doing everything that comes with Rome. You serving Rome, you love Rome, all right. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's talking about civil war. That's talking about purging. That's talking about, when, like we talking about famine earlier in the lesson. When it ain't no food on the shelves, people get real desperate. People may come and take what you got because they real desperate. Don't think that your neighbor down the street ain't like that. All right? Especially if he got the ammo, the means, the opportunity. He know your schedule. He know where you work at. He know what time you leave, what time you go to work. He know that your wife and the kids be there by their damn self. I mean, he's real desperate. Ain't no food in his fridge. So he's starting to get that itch. This is what happens during the purge. This is what happened during these times that you are about to see. Famine will make people act differently, man. All right? Yeah, they take no regard for their neighbors. The scriptures say the love of people will wax colder and colder, loosely quoting. So it ain't going to be no remorse. It ain't going to be no sympathy and empathy from nobody, man. These people are going to be on it, especially these Babylonians, these Egyptians. All right? Now, if you a prophet, you a brother or a sister that's in this truth, what are you going to do? You're going to stay out the way because you know better, because wisdom is going to be on you. As the brother said earlier, we're going to be pilgrims of the earth. We're going to be staying out the way. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men. That's rebelling. That's rioting. And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. That's sedition. That's rebelling. That's rioting. They don't care what the government say. They talking about martial law. They talking about everybody being in the house by 10. Ain't nobody going to care about that. People is going to be desperate. What is that going to do for me and my family when we can't eat? That's the mindset of your average American, your average Babylonian, your average Egyptian. All right? That's what they going to be on. Feed me. I got to get some food. I see that old boy over there, he been prepping since 2021. I know he got food. Let me go take that. That's what these Babylonians are going to be on, man. All right? Let's kindly remove you up out of here. You really got pink hair? Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, yo. It be the weirdest people talking about Jesus Christ is king. All right? Salakia. That's what happens when that hurricane hit North Carolina and then people went mad. Exactly. And what was Esau doing the whole time? They were stopping people from getting resources, from getting food, from getting water, from getting whatever stuff they needed to rebuild. And they was stopping people, man. You had a dude with a helicopter that was flying, bringing resources. They told that dude he can't come back. All right? I was watching that very closely because I'm from North Carolina, South Carolina area, right? Not no Asheville. It was a lot of rich people, right? It was a lot of Edomites. But still, though, it was crazy. And we watching that because we seeing how the government is handling a mass casualty event where it's something massive that happened and people need help. And we seeing that the government don't give a damn, as they never gave a damn. They showed you that through FEMA. They showed you that through all these hurricanes. Katrina, right? They showed you that. Countless. How many times the devil got to bite you for you to understand he don't like you? He got to keep biting at you, keep biting at your heel. But you like, oh, he's just a snake. He's not going to lie, man. He going to continuously do it, all right, until you're devoured. Jake don't understand. Do not trust thy enemy, all right? Do not trust thy enemy. I remember when that whole thing in Hawaii was happening, that they said they caught them FEMA workers unaliving people, and the Marines got busy with them, you know? And this is what we talking about, sedition amongst men. They going to be getting busy. People, especially people that know a little bit of warfare, veterans, right? That got a stock of ammo and, you know, ammunition, got an arsenal in their crib, all right? They going to be getting busy. If they, like veterans, bro, they tight-knit, you know? They hang with each other. They deal with one another. You know, you be like, Rob, you see this shit going on? Yeah, Bob, I see it. I see it. What you want to do about it? Hey, let's get the fellas together. All right. That's how it's going to happen. Just like that, right? The same way that you got gangbangers. They get together like that. All right? Jake is going to be in a whole nother mindset of war. The scripture says it's a time for war. Jake is going to be in that mindset, man. Marines smoke, the elder saw it. They smoked them FEMA soldiers. Exactly. That's what happened. And you're going to see a lot of that happening. Yo, Americans is not going to sit down and just take this shit easy. We saw the movie Civil War. You know, for brothers that saw that. They, once again, they having their tongues. They falling over their tongues. They showing you what they want to happen, what they want to make happen, because it's order out of chaos. Order out of chaos. All right. Matter of fact, let's read this one more time. 2 Esdras 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Nero, we believe to be Trump, all right, through the Spirit. At the end of his reign, right, Rome was in chaos. You had civil war on the inside. You had certain wars, you know, and he was always looking for a scapegoat, and it always ended up being the Israelites. Okay? He has to blame somebody. So, hey, history repeats itself. Nothing new under the earth. Who's going to be the scapegoat once again? The Israelites. Us. All right? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's who Nero, Trump, is going to blame and come after once again. Because you got to blame somebody for everything that's going on in the country. So, you're going to blame it on these Northern Kingdom people that done came in, and y'all been paying them, y'all been setting them up in nice houses and hotels and giving them $10,000 credit cards a month and all of this, and now you see that they using this money and they creating chaos in your country, which you orchestrated. You wanted all that to happen. So now you can use them as the scapegoat, and you can use them, and you can also throw us in the box and say that we are terrorists, right? Hey, we not stupid, okay? All right, verse, finishing that up. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. In their power. Americans, they you know, especially those good old boys, they feel like as long as they got a pew-pew, they can do whatever they want to. They feel like, you know, they love pointing it at you. They love, get off my property, get off my land. Right? They love it. They feel, anybody that has one, they feel like they got power. Alright? But King David told us, man, I should not trust in my sword or my bow in that time. It's going to be like that. We got to trust in Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi. Nothing else, man. Alright? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Exactly. It ain't happening.
Activate rapid point action for loitering.
It's a designated zone. You ain't got the access. You ain't, and as he said earlier, the brother Kakama pointed this out. You can, he said you can get a.
What? This was a green zone last week.
For everyone's safety, it is now blue. Boost your credit score to blue tier with the installation of a wellness tracker and gain access.
Wellness tracker. You can boost your credit score. They're going to be telling you that. Boost your credit score just by getting the C-HIP. Or you can get the C-HIP and get the Neuralink. Boom, to boost your credit score. So you can have access to travel back and forth to LA, or to travel into Manhattan, or to travel into Atlanta, right? Other than that, you can't leave your area. You can't leave your city. This is easy. We see what they doing, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All this will be implemented with this system where you will not be able to buy or sell. You will be tracked. All right. You will have to have a C-hip. Let's say you get out and you try to get into something, and it automatically it hits an X, and the alarm goes off, and everybody in that building knows that you don't have a C-hip. Just straight off rip. Because it didn't pick it up in you. It picked up your body, your signature, but it didn't pick up the C-hip. This is the type of technology that we will be dealing with. All right? Only through the spirit and power of Yahawashi will we be able to make it. All right? What's so funny, Longhorn? I don't see nothing funny, man. We talking the truth up in here. Exactly. We need Yahawashi. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Let's get it. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Exactly, and that's what we was talking about earlier. His devices, he is crafty, right? So all this type of stuff, the beast system. Another scripture came to mind with that one. Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahawashi, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And wiles means strategy, tactics, okay? Things that he's setting up. So that's also devices, right? These devices, these strategies are being implemented through all these devices. This technology that goes with drones, that he's going to be looking at the sky, satellites. You see the Google Earth? They got Google Earth. They take certain pictures, man. They might have you, they might have your address on the Google Earth with your car out front. So you know they got the technology to take a whole picture of you right there. And then you play these games or you watch these movies where they got technology, they call it the eye in the sky, to real time look at what you're doing right now. Like they could be looking at me through the window. Because I got my window open, the blinds open. They could be looking at me right now with a satellite through the window. If they wanted to, they could take me out, right? It's only through the spirit and power of Yahawashi that they don't touch the prophets when we on the corners, right? Because they can't, all right? Because Yahawah ain't going to let it happen, you know? Everything is set up for an appointed time. So they got the technology to take you out from space. They have they got these energy weapons. We see the energy weapons shooting down. He shall cause fire to come down from heaven. So, hey, man. Esau is there with it. He's there with it. He's ready. And when Yahawashi let him loose, it's going to be up. It's going to be up. But we going to be rejoicing because we know what it is. But it's also going to be Jacob's trouble. So we going to be wise in those times. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of a man in those times. Loosely quoting. All right. Verse 15 and 19. Second Esdras. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, waxing cold. Brothers is going to be waxing cold. All right, Shalawam, brother. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, the pew, and spoil their goods, robbing, taking whatever you got. Because they want it, because they need it, because they desperate. Right? We talking about your neighbor down the street. Right? He an ex-vet. He desperate. Ain't no food in his fridge. He ain't with Yahawashi. All he know is survive. All he know is live. All right? If Yahawah ain't protecting you, it is what it is. That's why our people got to believe in Yahawashi. He is the only protection in this time, man. All right? Listen to his word. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, famine, and for great tribulation. This is Jacob's trouble. This is the time that we are going into. All right? You know, and pretty much that's it. All right. So I hope this has been edifying. I get that precept. They hungry. They hungry. Like Tyrese on Fast and Furious 2. I'm hungry. That's them, man. We hungry. Y'all got something to eat? Man. Isaiah, perfect. Isaiah 65:13. We're going to end it with that one. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. That's that line in the sand. That's you with righteousness, so you getting good. You getting that manna. You getting whatever Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi is deeming for us to eat. Or you on the wicked side, you ain't getting nothing. You going to be hungry, thirsty, and in sorrow. You going to be in a pitiful case. Like a woman in travail, right? At the end of the day. So with that being said, facing Jerusalem, facing the east, all praises be to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well, teach well, and sincerity taught us his truth. Shalawam to you brothers and sisters up in here. Shalawam with the water for every precept. All right. Shalawam as always. Kwam Yasharahla and a baba ball to this wicked nation. Until next time, Shalawam. Shalawam.